Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to be getting ourselves some spawners set up. So, as you can hear, I hope you guys are ready. All right, so right there, that's our enemy. That guy, that creeper. Get out of here, zombie. I'm not after you. You, please drop. Nope, don't explode. Drop. Oh. Our first one, we got an egg. Oh my god, that's so good. On our first one, I literally was gonna spend a little bit of time just hunting for I was gonna be spending time hunting for creepers. Well, that completely changes the course of today's video. That's so funny. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we just got this on the first spawn egg. By the way, what is allowing us to get the spawn eggs is called capturing. Oh yeah, we better get back. We gotta get back home. Oh my goodness. Wet. Oh man. Hopefully those tiny creepers don't spawn while going after them. That's so funny though that we got that on the first try. So since we got that creeper so early, I'm back here in the end. I'm going right underneath the end portal, and this should work. If not, we'll go back and do it somewhere else, but this should honestly work. You need to be 2 blocks underneath the center block. This needs to be right directly in the center of this. I mean, I think it needs to be there. I don't know. Pretty much you just need to have a nice little area that has empty blocks above it. Technically the portal is considered an empty block, so this should work. You can see there's a block here, and then right here, this is basically void, so just emptiness. So to get this to work, bam, place this down, do our thing. This guy is going to float up and get his head stuck, and it's just as simple as that. Like, it needs no other explanation. It will blow up a couple of blocks, or none at all. And then, of course, you can just smack it to death. And, of course, with this sword having Vorpal, you can almost one-shot it at times if you give it enough. But we need this nether star to make our mob spawner ignore players. So it won't need players to spawn. As long as the chunk's loaded, it will spawn mobs. And here soon, we hopefully will be able to move our spawner. That actually doesn't take too much to do. There's several different ways to do it. One is silk touch. One is using a box for mechanism. You can use a cardboard box like to pick it up. There's so many different methods, but silk touch is probably one of the better ones. One of the easiest ones though would definitely be mechanism. So now that we're back, let's go ahead and get that done. Man, the in sound is just so deep. This is just a deep rumble. So right here is our spawner. Now there is a couple things I can do. If I hit it with an egg, a dragon egg, I can actually make it ignore spawning conditions, so it can be daylight and it can still spawn. This one, however, will make it so players are no longer needed for it to work. So it will work regardless, which is fantastic. A clock will remove its minimum or its maximum spawn delay. So the time that it takes, and you can hold right here. You can see a minimum delay is 200 ticks and the maximum is 800. And then we can also increase the max amount of entities spawned. We can also, like it says player range, but player range is right here. It says ignores players. So it should continue to work regardless. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of the sugar applied to it. That's going to lower the minimum delay. And then the maximum delay, you can see we can use a clock. It's at 800. It just dropped by 10. So I'm going to lower this by a few and get it down to a reasonable amount. You don't want to do it too crazy, otherwise you won't be able to control the mobs that you have. So I'm going to try and get it down just enough that to where I feel comfortable with it, right? So yeah, maybe down to 100 for the minimum, and the top on the top end. By the way, if you hold quartz in your offhand, you can undo the effects, so you can actually reverse it. It doesn't really tell you that, but it does kind of give you a hint as to what item it is. But that is something you can use. So I went ahead and smacked it with a comparator, and smacking it with a comparator, of course, will deactivate it, making it require redstone. And I also hit it with that creeper egg I had. Now, doing that is going to mean we need to give it a redstone signal. So I actually have a plan for the redstone signal. Let me go ahead and hop down here. I actually need to get, I don't remember if I need to place, let's see. Which one do I need to place first? I think I got a redstone receiver and transmitter. the redstone transmitter is going to send the signal to the receiver, and I think the redstone receiver can get redstone signals remotely from because right-click the matter transmitter on another redstone receiver to link. Okay, so I need to place this somewhere first, and then we'll come back to this. So let me place the transmitter somewhere, and then I can click the receiver onto the transmitter, and that will allow me to have wireless redstone, which is fantastic. And we're going to need that to turn on and off our mob farm. That is after I kill some of these guys, of course. So I have the redstone transmitter hooked up to this lamp, and I believe it will accept the signal from there. And then I just right click on the receiver, and this should work. So if I place the receiver down, you can see I have it here. I throw some redstone on it. As long as I flip this lever, you can see the redstone power is being transferred from the lamp, or from the lever to the lamp, into the receiver, or into the transmitter, and then going into the receiver. And you can see we get our redstone there. So I'm going to use that to power our machine. Now, this can be placed in weird directions as well. It can be placed on the side of a block like this, and I think that's how I'm going to do it for there. So I need to place a block up on the side, and that should give power directly to the spawner in order for us to power it that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hop over here, place a block right here, and then on the bottom, I'm going to look at the bottom so it faces down. Throw that down there, and that should work. When I give this a redstone signal, it should activate that. So I need to go turn the lever on and see what happens. Okay, lever's on. The creeper's not spinning, but it is spawning now. So that means it is working. I don't know why it's not spinning. Actually, I don't remember if it did spin. It should be. It is working. That's all that matters. Let's go ahead and disable our torches. That'll make them spawn, of course, faster. And we're missing a single block, but that's okay. We'll just use that one. So to save our sword and the hassle, I went ahead and put a player trap down here for right now. But this is actually going to become a different type of mob farm. And you can see this is going to spill out experience and everything all over the place. So we really want to make sure we turn this on and off. So let's go ahead and get a sign. And make sure we do turn this on and off. And there's actually some cool things we can do. I think we can put this. I think it's Alt. If you hold down Alt and it's 24, does the up arrow key, and that is on. Right? Or actually down. This is off. And then if we say on, we can actually make the down arrow key by doing like, I think it's 25. Yes. So little neat sign tricks that you can do. You hold down your Alt key and then you can hit 24 to do an up arrow. Just something that, you know, I've had memorized from doing it so often. And I might even turn this a nice shade of red just so we can see it. And yeah, I want to make sure to turn this off when I'm not here. But we are going to be converting this into a better mob spawner. Just for right now, I'm using it to gain myself some gunpowder pretty quickly. So that way we can convert that gunpowder into rockets so we can elytra all over the place. But it's also nice that we get experience from it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab myself an ender hopper. Now, I was looking through Industrial Foregoing, and even though there is the mob imprisonment tool, you can't spawn in mobs, because if we look at mob imprisonment tool, there's only the mob detector and only the mob slaughter factory, and the slaughter factory is used to make pink slime. It doesn't give you the drops from the mobs, and we do not have the mob duplicator in here either, so we don't really have a use for the imprisonment tool, which we normally would. So the mod is not fully done, which totally makes sense. And you can see right here is the mob essence tool. I don't know what that's about, but as you can see, it's not an item that is done yet. So we have to go a different route. So I was thinking, how about I just make a damage? I just go ahead and make a damage trap, so that way experience is not just flowing out, because we don't even have a way to pick up experience. So when experience is flowing, it's flowing. You can see right there, I just picked up a giant orb. Now, we do have the clumps mod, but that only does so much, right? That basically combines all the experience. We need a way to collect it a little bit better. So a storage drawer is a good option, but we will eventually run out. We will run out of storage space. And the mod is not fully developed, right? So it's not fully in here either. Well, I guess, yeah, it is. We have void upgrades. Okay, so we can actually slap a void upgrade on here. So basically what we'll end up with is a way to collect all of this experience, which is exactly what we need. We need a good way to collect the experience. And I'm gonna place it right here. Our drawer. Just like that. On top of that drawer, we're gonna place the hopper. And what this should do is it should start collecting gunpowder. And we're gonna see that once this dies. Hopefully. Well, that one didn't drop any gunpowder, unfortunately. And let's just make sure. Well, of course, it goes to me. I need to take this off of me. All right, let's stand back again. I want to make sure this works. Because this is the one from Dark Utilities. It's not the fastest one either. But it definitely gets the job done. And I'm hoping you can pull it out of that area. Okay, so it's not moving it, which is not a good sign. Okay, does it pull it here? Oh, it picked up redstone. There it goes. Now it's picking up the gunpowder. You can see, now it's working. Okay, so yeah, that does work. Gunpowder is built up right there. Perfect. That's what we need. That's what we needed to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and just slap this here. Not on the side. Oh, goodness. Let me throw this back on here. There we go. I forget. I have to hold shift to place it. It's weird getting used to those mechanics. And there we go. We have a gunpowder collector now. Like I said, I need to swap this out because this actually needs to be a magic damage trap, which is a little bit different. This should not drop experience, but it should drop the item of the mob. Hopefully. Yes, it's dropping the item. Okay, so the items are dropping. And we also need to get a void upgrade on this thing right here. The void upgrade from obsidian around an upgrade template. And we're ready to go once that's done. You can now see we have our void upgrade in there, and you can see currently how much power or how much gunpowder we have in there by shift right clicking on here. And yeah, we can also even expand the amount of storage. So if this isn't enough, of course we can always get more, but that's going to build up over time. And I don't want to go too crazy with this, but it is nice that it's functioning now. So what do I want to do? Well, experience was something that's on my mind. I want to see what we can do with experience. Now, I want to be able to collect it. So I know there's a charm that will allow me to collect it instantly. And I want to probably set up one of the best setups for that. And that's going to involve the end. And we have tons of leaves and we have tons of carpet. So the only thing we're missing is we need a name tag. We need a name tag. We need ourself, an Endermite. So ender pearls and some hoppers. And that's about it. I mean, really, like maybe a void chest. I think some void crates. And we're good to go. This is actually a pretty easy farm to set up, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So I just wanted to say I thought this was kind of funny. While I was looking around the end, I noticed that there's like random waystones that are just out in the void for some reason. Like for whatever reason, they're out here, but I was just kind of giving this a look over. Now I need to get down to Y level 0, and it's a little bit easier actually in this pack because we can of course just place blocks like this, and then we can actually kind of stare down. So that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to go ahead and use these cherry leaves because I think they are going to look really pretty, and they have some particle effects that come off of them. So this is actually going to just add to the whole ambiance of the setup that I want to get down here. Yeah, we got to get this all the way down to where we can't build anymore, and that's going to be the level from which we start building. So I'm kind of excited for this. I'm kind of excited to see how we can just completely destroy experience in Minecraft, because that is going to be super fun. I can't imagine how many levels we can actually gain by doing this. It's going to be insane. So you can now see there's nothing around. This little line right here is 128 blocks plus 5. I decided to go plus 5 just to make it a little bit better. And then over here, you can see that's where I started. So I started at the bottom of the bridge once I hit Y level 1. That's basically where this is setting at. We cannot build anywhere lower. And that's where we want mobs to spawn at. And so right here, from this right here, this block here is the 24th block. And that's what I want. I want this to be actually a 5 wide platform. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want this to extend out 5 blocks in both directions from this as well. And then we're going to build a 3 wide platform of those leaves. And that's where these guys are going to spawn. And then I'm actually going to surround this with leaves about 3 blocks out, I think 3 blocks out around this whole perimeter in leaves. And that's going to kind of force some cramming to happen in here. Actually, I need to make sure the dimensions of this platform is right. I think it might be even smaller than this. I need to check. So basically, yeah, I was right. We need to take this out 5 blocks to the side. Like I said, it's been a while. And, you can actually take it out. I mean, I wouldn't take it out too far. Just remember, I'm going to take mine out about this many right here. We have like a little 4 platforms so they can spawn inside here. And this is going to kind of form clumping. And I'm going to do 5 blocks out on the leaves. But this does need to be 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's basically it. Like, we're ready to go. Like I said, all I got to do is get some leaves. And then we're going to place a couple fence. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully they shouldn't spawn on these leaves. I'd be kind of disappointed if they did. That means we'd have to redo this entire farm. But yeah, this has to go 5 blocks out in all directions with these leaves. So I have a little bit of a problem. Leaves are despawning. I was worried that these leaves might despawn. I was having problems with them earlier when I was building with them. When you break a block, they're done for. But I mean, I am getting my hopper system set up. But yeah, when you break a block, they'll all just disappear. So I now have to go. Yeah, I gotta go fix this, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a platform set up here. And yeah, I gotta go get regular leaves. So I have most of this done. Basically, the platform where I stand is 24 blocks away from the main spot of the platform. Right here is where we're going to have some fun with an Endermite. This is actually probably the hardest part. You need to go up 2 carpets and then basically place a block on the back side here on that carpet. And we're going to go up a couple blocks. And then right on top of that carpet is kind of where I want to land this minecart. I kind of want to get it right about there. So really this block right here is where we want to have the cart. So I'm gonna build a little bit of a platform here, like this, and I like to actually surround it. You don't have to, especially since we're gonna be utilizing a mod for this. But I kind of like to have a little bit of something to bump onto. Now we need to get an Endermite, and the best way to do that is going to be to just slam Ender pearls, and have something to eat too, because you're gonna need to regen. Is just to slam Ender pearls here. Like this, at the ground, and yeah, you take some damage. Quite a bit of damage. Golden apples might even help, so let's grab some golden apples, because golden apples are really, really useful for this. So slam some of them into the ground, and what we're gonna do, oh man, there we go. Usually 1 stack should almost be guaranteed to give you one. It's not 100%, but we might have to go a little bit more than a stack. This is literally the hardest part. Come on, Endermite. I know you can do it. Oh, there's an Endermite. Okay. So we grabbed our Endermite. We need to place it back down real quick. Name tag it. Oh, and then pick it back up. Make sure that we're ready. I'm going to place my rail like this. I'm going to place my minecart right here. I'm going to place my Endermite right here. Push the rail into it. There we go. And we got the Endermite trapped. Okay, perfect. Now that it is on that block there, we should be able to mine down. And we got to be careful because it can actually hurt us. Break that. Rail cart is pretty much where it needs to be. Looking good. Looking good. Did move just a little bit, but that's okay. It's actually right where it needs to be. It's in a good location. And then drop. Okay, so it did land right where it needs to be, and that honestly is the biggest part of this whole farm. The biggest part. The only thing we got to do now is cover everything in double layer carpet, like a minimum of a double layer. Around the Endermite, I'm actually going to put carpets above it. That is going to be higher. Why did that? Why? No. You go there. Don't know why that did that. Anyways. So yeah, right here, this is actually going to go up one more. And I'm going to get the carpet on top of the Endermite. Like that, just to kind of protect it even more. Yeah, and all of this is going to get double. Actually, this is going to be triple layer carpet. And I'm just going to double up on this. All the way over here. Double carpet, they don't want to spawn on it. So, and I went ahead and removed the bridge. We don't need it. We don't need it. I have another way to teleport here, so no need for a bridge. So to seal this all up and make it just like we need it to be, I placed down some carpet, and we need carpet right here. And then right here needs to be trap doors. So basically, we just stand right here at the trap doors. They can't touch us, and we can gain all that experience. And yeah, nothing can really spawn in here. And then of course we have our way to get in and out. Now for the fun part. Yeah, and we got to do it quick. We got to do this pretty quick. I'm actually going to go ahead and break this. Right here, break the trapdoor. Because this is where things can get kind of hectic. Alright, I'm going to grab a couple pieces of carpet. And we got to make a run for it, right? And I got to run right through there. And I'm going to look down the whole way. I'm going to break this. And, alright, I'm running. They're probably already spawning. Running. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot a couple of things. Oh. Actually, I need to go back. I need to go back. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I actually need to break that. Okay, there's another way. There's another way to do this. I have to set up a little bit of a pad. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm back over here. Endermen, of course, have spawned over there. I'm gonna place some fence right here to basically guide them. Now that guy should have gone in. Don't know why he's sort of standing there. Maybe because of the cramming. I have no idea. But you see there's a lot of Endermen there. And that should be good. That should be good. Okay. Now I just need to break all this. And get back in my space. And close things back up. Whew. That was not good. And yeah, Endermen are going to be kind of loud. I need to break that. Okay, so basically these should be collecting. These should collect all of our other stuff. All right, let me go ahead and get another trapdoor placed here. Okay, and we just start hitting them. Now, what we do need to make this even better is going to be a different type of sword. This sword is not the right sword for this. Yeah, we need a sweeping edge 3 sword. That's really what makes this farm the best, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm back at the Ender, and I went ahead and got myself, of course, some food. But I got myself now the Knowledge 2 potions that I wanted to test out. The Iron Sword is not the best, but it does have Sweeping Edge 3, which is what this spawner needs. It's not a Diamond Sword, even though that would be the best option. But we could also put some traps down, potentially. The traps down here could weaken them. And that would be even nicer. But we'll worry about that later on. Let's go ahead and try this out. So I'm going to take my potion. And I'm ready to see our levels. So eventually this will start killing them. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. With a diamond sword, this would be insane. Pretty much as soon as more come in, or more leave, we got more spawning in. They're not spawning in as quick as I would hope. I don't know what the deal is on them. Maybe my platform needs to be a little bit bigger. But they're definitely spawning in here. And they were really wanting to get that Endermite, that is for sure. But yeah, this is getting us levels insanely fast. 49, we're at like 50 levels. 50 levels. And this isn't even a diamond sword. Wow. So, as always, I want to give a huge shout out to a Patreon. And we are going to place this sign, why not right here? Right here. And I want to give a huge thanks to Aminoros, who has been, let me actually capitalize that, who is actually a new supporter. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for your amazing contribution over on the Patreon. Like, fantastic. Wow. Like, so much love. So much love. And I figured green would actually look pretty good since it's going with this whole theme. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, of course, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video, guys, a huge thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And guys, I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.